All right, well, hello, Kunichiwa. That was a little lackluster. I guess it is Sunday. How about we try that one more time, though? Hello, Con-Nichiwa. All right, before I forget, because I always seem to forget it as we keep on going on, we have the badges here that we didn't give out for the rest of the weekend, and we actually have some old merch over here on the right-hand side. We're getting rid of some of our old merch that we have so we can get some new stuff for next year. So if I forget to say it towards the end, don't forget, come on up here, grab your badges. Nice and orderly. We've got a lot here, so you'll be able to get some. All right, did everybody have a fun weekend? How many here are new to Kunichiwa? Raise your hand. Wow. That is amazing. Did you guys have a good weekend? Yes? Awesome. So, it's great to be back. After, what, 14 to 16 months of making all us extroverts be introverts? I am probably the most extrovert of extroverts you've ever met in the extrovert universe. So this has been one of the hardest kind of 12 to 14 to 16 months in my life. I need to be around people to get my energy, to be able to do what I do, and it was really hard sitting at home not being at conventions and seeing everybody having fun. So I'm glad you're back. If you're an introvert, I know you probably were happy over the last 12 to 18 months. I'm sorry, we're back to conventions now. But it's great, honestly it's great, and then this was a really good weekend. If you were at Salvaton a couple months ago, we completely exploded. It was nuts. I don't want that kind of attendance next year. At least not for a couple more years. That was crazy, I'll take it, but that was completely nuts. But it was nice to see people come back, and it was great this weekend, just seeing the energy going through the convention and seeing everybody have a great time. This is a new venue. We are going to be here for the foreseeable future. We're already working on our 2022 contract with them. Yes. Some little things we need to change and a little bit better maps for people to know where they're going to, for the new people, right? So now that you've been here a year, you know how to get to the vendor hall next year, but there's going to be a whole new group of people that are coming next year that are going to need to know how to corral between the two locations. This is a really nice venue, and I like the outside grass area and the pool area, so that was a nice connection between the two. So. And the food trucks were nice as well. If you got a chance to check out the food trucks, that was a very, 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 very last minute thing that got thrown at us. Like 4 days before the convention opened, we were allowed to get food trucks. So I'm happy that we got all the trucks that we did, because I guess there's another thing going on this weekend here in Tucson, the Tucson Tour to Tucson or something like that, there was a ton of food trucks over there. So I talked to all the food trucks who were here. They had a great weekend. They actually did better than what they expected for sales, which is nice. So I'm sure that when we start to look at food trucks for next year, I'm sure that'll be something that'll be available. What's that? Yes. And the vendor hall is a new layout, so that we've got some learning curves on that side that we figured that we need to make some changes on, but not too much. But overall, we're really pleased with the location. The staff here for the hotel, if you got to interact with them over the weekend, they were amazing. The entire hotel was just great with us, which is good. It's nice to have a good partnership with the venues that you're at. These guys were amazing over the weekend, so I'm really happy to have them be our partner, I guess. So. If you were event support or staff for this weekend, please stand up. This is the crazy bunch that actually makes the event happen. We are always looking for more. This year with COVID, over the 3 conventions we did have this fall, we were down about 30% in staff. And it's just because we had certain people that couldn't because of immunity and stuff like that, and others just didn't feel comfortable, and I respect that. And it's honestly, if If I wasn't running a convention right now, and if I couldn't have gotten vaccinated, which I am, I probably would be hiding in a corner too, so I can't hold any fault. So it's nice that we had the staff that we had come out, and I thank you guys so much. We would not have had the success we had this weekend if it wasn't for this crazy bunch. And that is something that I always ask at the closing ceremonies is, if you are interested in helping next year, we're going to be launching a brand new staff system beginning of next year to help with pulling people in better across all of our shows. So watch our social media, watch our website to get more information on that if you want to help. We're a fun bunch, we're a crazy bunch. I won't lie, a lot of these people have been with me now, and I'm probably going to scare some people away, for 13 plus years. And it takes a special kind of love, hate, crazy to be together that long. But we're fun to be around, and it's great to just help run an event, to see people going around a convention and just having a ball. The energy I get from the convention is seeing all the smiling faces run around at the show and know that I'm putting a smile on somebody's face. So if you are interested, reach out to us either on social media, email, or watch for our staff system to launch at the beginning of the year, and put your name in. And that'll get you into all of our shows. We run 6 conventions yearly. That'll get your contact information in for all 6 of the shows. That way, if you want to help out at any one of them. Our next one coming up will be KukoriCon in March in Flagstaff. So that'll be the next one that will be coming up. So if you want to go to a convention that's chill, relaxed, it's about 700 attendees, but it usually gets snow and it's backed up on some ponderosa pines. It's our vacation con is what my staff calls it. So if you're looking for someplace to have fun and you want to get into a nice cooler area of the Arizona, Kukori is a great place to go to. So before I go any further, I know I asked, do we have any guests here? Yes? No? I think they're all either driving or they're on flights. Okay. So I won't hold everybody here too long, just because I know that everybody wants to get home and staff wants to get home, and this is our last show of the year, so we actually get to take a break for a little bit after this weekend. So hallelujah for that, right? So the one cool thing that's going to start happening with our show starting next year, we're going to be rolling out a new marketing for the conventions. We're going to tie in a theme for the entire year for certain merchandise. So we're going to bring the water bottles back next year. We're going to bring the backpacks back next year, but they're going to be kind of themed for the entire year. They'll start at Kukori. So if you don't get to Kukori and you want to get a water bottle because of the cool art that's on it, don't worry. You can get it at Sabaku, you can get it at Sabo, you can get it at Kunichiwa next year, right? So don't panic if you see something you wanted and you missed it because you couldn't get to one of the other shows. We will be for Kunichiwa 2022. I need to make sure I say the right year because I've been saying 2022 for 2021 stuff for the past couple weeks. This is 21, next year's 22. So for next year, for 2022, we will be this same weekend, so the weekend before Thanksgiving. So if you are planning out your year, if you want to come back next year, it will be 18th, 19th, and 20th, I think, is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. So if you are looking for your calendars, that'll be where we are for next year. I always say this, and I really hope that you did it this weekend if you've heard of me from the other closing ceremonies, but if you haven't, at your next convention, at your next event, make a friend. Doesn't matter what, find something of interest, go up and say hi, somebody might be sitting in the corner. Just introduce yourself, find out an interest, and then talk about it. Take that friend someplace else from that show. Take them out to, or meet them someplace else and stuff and do something. It helps our community grow. It helps build our community and get to a tighter community. It helps people that need that connection. It helps people know that there's other people out there. I always say that this is our weekend to be the norm. This is our weekend to be the crazy people that are all crazy people together. Don't let that stop when you walk out the door today. Find someone that you had fun with and message them and say, hey, want to go grab some food, or hey, have you heard about this event that's going on? You want to go check it out. it only helps the community grow. It helps other events grow. It helps communities grow around other events, and that's all of why we do what we do. It's all about making sure that you guys have a safe space, a fun space, and it's someplace you can go to on a yearly basis. So if you didn't do that this weekend, please take that to heart, and when you go out to your next event, please take that as something to try to do if you can. So with that being said, I know everybody here is waiting for the attendance. So before I say the attendance, Sabaton, of course, was crazy, right? So everybody was there, and we blew up by like 30-some%. I never want to see that kind of growth on a yearly basis ever again. Then we had FurCon in October, and it was down in attendance, which is what we kind of expected after the initial explosion from Sabaton. This year, we were trending really well to be ahead of our 2019 attendance, which is where we were expecting, where it was our biggest year. And my fear was that we would come down to about where that attendance was at this show, just because with all the new people that were coming to the show, a lot of times when you have new people, they'll buy day badges instead of full event badges. So that kind of skews the numbers a little bit. So if you're here for 2 days with two day badge, you're actually counted twice. But if you're here with a full event badge and you're here for all 3 days, you're only counted once. And that's kind of the reason why you saw the Sabaton numbers go a little bit exponentially crazy over that weekend. So this weekend was a success in our book for everything that was going on. So before I say that, remember, badges down here and merchandise over here. Don't come over and go crazy and attack. Everybody can get something. I just have to say that because I always forget to do it. So our attendance for Kunichiwa 2021 is... I love you, Lonnie. Oh, that was great. 1,921. So that is down a little bit from our 2019 numbers. We were 21 and change in 2019. But I'm excited. That's great because that means the community is ready to come back with the new people coming in. That means if we get everybody back next year, we're right back up into our attendance we're looking for. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming out and having fun. Please be safe over the next months, year or so that's going on. We love you all, and we hope to see you at the next convention. Thank you guys so much.